Hey guys, my name is Graham Elwood.
And I'm Chris Mancini. We have something very special to talk to you about that we haven't mentioned before.
You guys want to take a guess what it is?
Yeah.
There's only 23 hours left of it.
And but we wanted to actually do an extra episode and just talk to you guys for a little bit before the
This isn't an episode. This is a
Kickstarter
pledge
ends.
drive. This is a 15-minute
All right.
pledge drive.
Episode is a generous term.
Guys, we're 23 hours away from the earbuds for the Kickstarter.
And before we start, I just want to let you know I made Graham drive back up to the valley to
Yeah.
do this on a Sunday when he wanted to be surfing.
Yeah, so Chris is an evil, heartless, horrible person.
So to make that better, you should pledge, I think. But
No,
we
I-
want to talk to you about it.
I had to come up here so Chris didn't kill himself. There was a desperate phone call this morning.
Had nothing to do with the Kickstarter. by the way.
No.
Yeah.
The orange tree's got too
Yeah.
much stuff in it. I had to help him out.
So I couldn't finish L.A. Noir. It was-
He's flipping out. He keeps showing it to me. I go, Chris, this is why I don't
I
own
keep asking the wrong questions to the suspects. They keep getting away.
This is why I don't own a gaming system, Chris. Get out and live life.
Oh, the graphics are so pretty, though.
You shut-in weirdo. So, you guys, first of all, we want to thank the over 1,100 people who have donated to this.
It's been amazing.
It's been, you guys are so, it's like humbling how much you've embraced this. And all of the other podcasters, to see the podcast community rally around this has been tremendous.
It's been podcasters, fans, journalists, websites. It's been fantastic all the way around.
It's been so cool. And so all of you who've already given money, and many of you have upped your donations.
And you're still doing it today.
still
We're
doing
looking
it
at it right
today.
now.
We
You're
just
still
wa-
upping your pledges. We
We're al-
really appreciate
We're almost
that.
at 77 grand. Thank you so much. And we're not asking you guys for any more. I mean, if you got it, that would be great.
Yes.
But if you
so,
don't,
so technically we are.
but that's not the focus of this. We really, first and foremost, wanted to
Thank you, guys.
really wanted to thank you. It's been so cool, and we wanted to answer some questions. Many of you have said, "Why haven't you guys done Indiegogo? If you did Indiegogo, you would be at least getting 80 grand." Here's why: we budgeted this thing out several times, and $135,000 is the cheapest we could do it.
And we never started out by going, oh, what's the most we can raise?
No.
That's not how we approached this project. We approached it with, what's the cheapest we can do an amazing movie for?
Right, and the thing, I'll break down some numbers for you. Let's say we were to do this on Indiegogo and raise $80,000. Indiegogo is just like Kickstarter, and then they take 10.
They take a percentage.
Kickstarter takes 10%. 5 goes to Kickstarter and 5 goes to Amazon payment.
yeah.
So it's 10% off the top. So that means 80 grand would be $72,000. Then on any of the tiers where there's a physical product that needs to be made, like a DVD
And shipped.
that's about 7 to 10 grand in money for that.
Production and shipping.
And shipping.
And as you guys know, we're quite familiar with production and
We
shipping
know,
here
yeah,
at CFN.
we know what those numbers are, how to make stuff. So then that $72,000 gets down to about $62,000 to $65,000.
And then you have a movie that never gets out of post.
It will never get to post, and we can't travel anywhere. We're certainly not going to Australia. Or we spend all the money on the travel budget, and then we give all this footage to an editor, and then it sits on his hard drive while he goes and makes real money because we can't pay him.
Right.
And then we're back to trying to raise another 50, 60 grand to get the movie made.
And then it becomes a never-ending cycle. And we didn't want to do that.
I did that with Afghanistan.
Yeah, and you already went through it once.
And I vowed not to do it again. And
Right.
one of the reasons I never do it again is I went through bankruptcy and foreclosure, and it fucking sucks. And it's not directly related to Afghanistan, but it is somewhat related to that. And I don't know that I've ever said those things publicly. And so it was not.
I certainly heard all about it here in the garage.
Yeah, you heard about it. Chris is. I'm not allowed to mention it anymore in the garage, but since he made me drive here to the valley when I should be surfing, fuck him.
Yeah. Speaking of hanging yourself. So let's just say we know the numbers, we know how difficult it is, and we also know what it takes to get a project from soup to nuts, as it were, from start to completion. And we don't want anything lingering.
No.
And it's happening in other circles with my other project, like my horror movie. It's it's enough. We want to do this from start to finish. We want control of it, and we want to be able to deliver it to you guys. That's the main thing. We need to be able to deliver it to you, the fans.
And for the money, for 135, we can do that. So and here's the thing, and I'm sure some of you out there have emailed us on Twitter and Facebook and said, I'm just flat broke. That's cool. If you can't pay your bills, man, don't do it.
The last thing we want to do is cause anyone financial hardship.
Believe me, I know what that is like. I saw my dream home get taken by a fucking bank. The banking industry can go suck itself. Go fuck them. Set them on fire. That's a sidebar. Yeah. So that's totally cool. And if you were like, hey, I had the money, but I'd prefer to give it to charity, go for it. Give it to charity.
Yes.
They deserve it better than we do. Somebody needs it. If you have the means to donate something and you've been thinking about doing it but haven't gotten around to it, now's the time. You know what I mean? Especially, and also like if you like, well, Graham, I don't make that much money, but you know some people with some money, some rich people.
Yeah, do a long con.
Yeah, now it's time for the long con. You know what I mean? You got a 23-hour long con to,
It's an abbreviated version, but you could do it.
Yeah. Come up with some sort of grifter type thing. And
yeah, I mean, a couple 5-10 grands, in all seriousness, will get us there pretty easily.
And that's not a lot of money
for a rich person.
Or in the film industry, this is nothing. This is pocket change for.
Oh, this is a budget for a short film.
Michael Bay has thrown away $135,000 worth of shoes.
Yes, that's true. At PAs.
He's thrown them at PAs. Go watch him melt down when the teleprompter breaks and he can't even improvise on answering a question on what it's like to direct his movies.
Because he doesn't know.
He's such an asshole. And that fucker could fund this 10 times over.
But I don't think we'd want him to, though.
No, only if I got to fight him.
Yeah. So, and really, that's what it boils down to, too. We really appreciate you guys have donated, but, looking at the numbers, too, only about 10% of the CFN fans have. So that leaves a large pool of you guys that may be on the fence. You're not sure. It's like, do I really want to see this movie? And now's the time. You've been listening to podcasts for a long time. Us, other podcasts, you support the industry. I mean, the main goal with this film
is to get your story told. All of your emails about what podcasting means to you. It's not just about us podcasters promoting ourselves on a movie. It's about all of you fans who are like, hey, your podcasting helped me get through Antarctica, or I got an email from a guy who was in the Navy for 8 years who has PTSD and podcasting got him through that. It's all of those stories. We want your stories we want people, the 80% of the population that doesn't even know what a podcast is.
And this is a secret, pretty much.
Yes,
it's a secret. And this is what we want this documentary to be, the key to open it up to that other 80%.
So put this donation on your The Secret vision board.
Yes.
Make that your intention for today.
Put it in the shape of a key. and go
again,
to Kickstarter and pledge, please.
Work a long con.
Yes.
It shouldn't be that hard. So now here's what we're going to do, guys. We're not going to bug you anymore with this. Those of you who are thinking about, like, oh, man, I got to get around to that. I forgot or whatever. I really want to support this. Now's your time to go donate right now, and we'll wait.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
We really appreciate it. And like you said, we just want to say that we appreciate all the support you guys have given us. We really think this documentary will be amazing. And for those of you that I'm sure a lot of you are already familiar with the Kickstarter rules, but this is it. If we don't get to the finish line, we don't get any of it. It all goes away. This is an all or nothing thing, and there's only about, by the time you're listening to this, probably about 22 hours left.
Yep. And just know that in 22 hours, you won't have to hear us bug you about it anymore.
Yeah, that's it. One way or another, it's over.
Now you just got to keep the long con going, because that's the mark of a good con, is they never even know they were cons.
Yeah, you just keep going. It's a lifestyle choice.
Or bag of oranges beaten with.
And a towel.
That's a grifter's reference. Oh.
Something else? Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm Graham Elwood.
No. I really thought there was going to be something like, oh, by the way. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you guys. This has been an amazing journey.
I was ramping into Han shot first. What do you think I was doing?
Oh, sorry. Okay, let's go again. All right, and rewind.
I'm Graham Elwood.
You know what? I don't want to say goodbye yet.
All right.
That's really, I wanted to do a 40-minute episode.
Oh, fuck, dude. Sun's coming out.
I know you want to go surfing. I just want to thank you guys again, ladies and gentlemen.
It has been humbling to see this, and it's so cool, and we're so glad we're a part of this community, whether this gets funded or not, and it still could fund. Either way,
it will fund. That's the whole point of Graham driving up here.
Yeah, it will fund, and it is an honor to do this, and it is an honor that you guys
come on, 90% of you listening right now.
It's an honor that you guys put so much value into this thing that sometimes we feel like nobody gives a shit, and it's clear that a lot of you care a lot about this very much, and so we're very proud to be
a part of this,
to be a part of that, and regardless of this Kickstarter, we won't let you down. We'll keep doing this. So, my name's Graham Elwood.
I'm Chris Mancini, and as always, remember,
Han shot first
after he donated.
Right after he donated.